Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel Excel 2021 in Practice Chapter 2 Advanced Project 2 to 7. So if you want to complete Simulate project Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint and Microsoft Access, we can do online courses accounting, math, stat, finance, economics, writing and other courses. So I will guarantee your 90 or 95 plus grade your assignment and your exam. So Excel 2021 in practice chapter 2 advanced project 2 to 7. Next advanced project 2 to 7 we move to the main project steps. So total step is 11. We move to the question number 1. So question number 1 is open the workbook Mary Rentals to Excel, start a file. If the workbook open is protected view, click the enable editing button so you can modify it. The file will be renamed automatically to include your name. Change the project file name if directed to do so by your instructor and save it. Go to the Excel worksheets. I have already downloaded the Excel's Mary Rental 2. So question number 1 is complete and next we move to the question number 2. So question number 2 is calculate the weekly and monthly rate. Click cell E2 on the inventory sheets. The weekly rentals rate is 96%. So the weekly rental is 96% of the daily rates for a 4% discount time, 5 for a 5-day week, and part B is enter a formula in cell E2, multiply the daily rate by 96% time 5 days and copy it down the column, and next select the cell F2. Monthly rate is 90% of the daily rate for 10% discount time, 30 for standard 30 days month. So next click the cell E2 inventory worksheets, go to the Excel worksheet and select the cell, go to the inventory worksheets and click the cell E2. So select the cell E2. The weekly rental is 96% of the daily rate. Daily rate for a 4% discount, 5 for a 5-day week. So next weekly rentals, type is equal to and select the cell D2, multiply by D2 multiply by the weekly rental rate 96% of the daily rate for 4% discount time, 5 for 5-day week. So multiply by 0.96%, multiply by 5 and press enter. And next part B is enter a formula in cell E2 to multiply the daily rate by 96% time 5 days and copy it down the column and select the cell F2. The monthly rate is 90% of the daily rate for a 10% discount time, 30 for standard 30 days month. So next go to the Excel worksheets and so copy the formula. Next, enter a formula A to multiply the daily rate 96% time. And next, select the cell F2. The monthly rate is 90% of the daily rate for 10% discount time, 30 for standard 30 days month. So next, select the cell F2. The monthly rate is 90% of the daily rate for a 10% discount time, 30 for standard 30 day month. So go to the Excel worksheets and select the cell F2. Cell F2. The monthly rate is 90% of the daily rate for a 10% discount time, 30 for standard 30 days month. So type is equal to and select the cell D2, multiply by 0.9 multiply by 30 and press enter. So next we delete the formula F2 and copy down the column. So next copy the column, copy it down the column. So copy the function and next click fill without formatting. So question number 2 is complete and we move to the question number 3. So question number 3 is name cell range and select the cell A1 to A17, press Ctrl and select the cell D1 to F17, create a name for selections, verify that you have created 4 range name in the name manager dialog box, press Ctrl home. So next select the cell A1 to A17, A1 to A17 and press enter. So next A1 to A17 and press Ctrl, select the cell D1 to F17, D1 to F17, D1 to F17, D1 to F17, create the name from selection, formula tab, define name groups, verify that you have created 4 range name in the name manager dialog box and press Ctrl home. Create a name from selections, go to the failure tabs, go to the formula tabs and next create a from selections, create from selections, verify that you create the 4 range name in the name dialog box and press Ctrl home. So create from selections and click OK. And next 4 range name dialog box and press Ctrl home. Click the name manager dialog box and 4 name daily renters equipment ID and monthly rentals and weekly rentals, and click close. So question number 3 is complete, and we move to the question number 4. So question number 4 is evaluate and correct error on the rental sheets. Click the rental tabs. This data was imported from a Access database, and error triangles display in the many cells. Select the cell A22, A47 and click the trace error button near cell A2. This data is important and text label but should be set as value. So next select the cell A22, A47. So A22, A47 and press enter. So next click the rental tab. Rental tabs. This data was imported from an Access database, and error triangle display in many cells. So next select the cell A22, A47, A22, A22, A47 and press enter. 22, A47 and click the trace error buttons near cell A2. This data was imported as text labels but should be set a value. So next click the trace error button near cell A2. Click the trace error button and trace error button near cell A2. The data was text should be set as value. Error button near cell A2. The text should be so A22, A47 A22, A47 and press enter and trace error button, and next select the convert to numbers. The data are formatted as value or right aligns. So select the convert to numbers and convert to number, click OK. And next, trace the error in cell B2 and C2 and convert the cell B2 to C47 to number. So select the cell B2 to C47, B2 to C47 and press enter to C47 and convert the cell to numbers. So next, convert the cell to numbers, convert to number, click OK. So question number 4 is complete, and we move to the question number 5. So question number 5 is, so we move to the question number 5. So question number 5 is, create or copy an XLOOKUP function to display the rate. If XLOOKUP function is not available, build this formula is equal to VLOOKUP B2 inventory and A2 to F17's fourth and first, and select the cell G2. Notice that the data in column B is stored by type, so that daily date or first follow monthly and the weekly. So next, type is equal to and type the XLOOKUP function. Open the XLOOKUP function dialog box, and next, start the XLOOKUP function. Lookup value argument in cell B2. Lookup value is B2, and next, the lookup array in the equipment ID range. Equipment ID range. Equipment ID, and next, the return array daily rentals, the result G2 to 15. So next, the return array is daily rental range. Daily rental range so next one, daily rental rate in cell G2, daily rental rate. So next, the result cell for cell G2, and copy the formula G2 to G35. You will edit the formula G35, display the monthly rate, and click OK. So next, copy the formula G2 to cell G3 to G35. So G3 to G35, G35. You will edit the display formula and select the cell G35. So if you want to complete SIMNet project Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, and Microsoft Access. We can do online courses, accounting, math, stat, finance, economics, writing, and other courses. So I will guarantee you a 90 or 95 plus grade your assignment and your exam. So Excel 2021 in practice chapter 2 advanced project 2 to 7.